A very warm welcome everyone, it's Nick here. I'm taking you back to a sort of mythical medieval time. On the Commodore Amiga, this game is Sword of Sodan. I'm sure that's how it's pronounced, not Sodan like grass. Anyway, it's published by Discovery Software in 1989. There's two good looking people there, and they've all gone wibbly wobbly. That's an interesting fact. Also come out on the Sega Genesis, I believe. It's a hack and slash. Now, in ancient medieval place... Oh, hang on, we've got to pick who's our player. We'll pick the woman, she's nicely dressed. Now, essentially, your father's been killed by this strange necromancer called Zarus, and you must avenge him and kill him. There we go. So, that's basically it. So it's a golden axe type of affair, as this guy holds the map where we need to go. That arrow represents where we are so far. We're at start at the city gate. You might want to read this story, but it's all irrelevant, really. We have 5 lives, an energy meter, and a hit strength, which will go up as we collect upgrades. So here's this girl. Now, how does she move? Right, I'm on the joystick. Right, jump. Yes. Interesting. Now, a very, very large sprite characters in this, which is good in one way, but in another way it means you can't very well see much of the screen, so we're dependent on the sound. Right, okay, we're a stranger, so we have to beat this bloke with a spear with a flag on the end. Come on, more hits required with each enemy. Come on, girls, slash, slash, slash. Now, the gameplay of this does seem a bit random. I'm just hitting fire button and different bits on the joystick, but we've got to get through the gates. Yeah, this is pretty basic. The sounds are good though. Gameplay is going to be a bit tricky, I think, as we go through it. So your father, if you keep in touch, was called Sodan. He's a ruler of the Northern Kingdom, and he's been killed by Zarus, an evil necromancer. We must fight our way to his castle, which is a place called Craggamore, and then that's it. Come out, folks. Are they going to come out or not? Right, I have to fight them here. Are they dead? Just die. Now, I've picked up a power-up. If I hit F1, I can launch that, but I won't bother. Or should I? Yeah. And you've got 4 different power-ups to pick, and I think we've done stage 1. All those guards are dead. Hooray! More wibbliness. If you had this game, let me know, for the Commodore Amiga or the Sega Genesis. I don't know much about the Sega Genesis game. So now we're between the city walls. We're entering... and there's going to be more enemies to kill us, and it's going to be rather random whether we succeed or not. I don't know any cheats for this game whatsoever, so we're just down to my own skill, and when that happens, you know we could be in a bit of bother. I prefer Golden Axe out of the two. The sprites on this are too big. Right, okay. Come on, move. Looks like there's some spikes in the floor. What are they going to do? They're going to go up and down, so we have to move around that. The strength bar is in the left, that column there going down of energy, and I'm going to die in a minute. Come on, girl, and there's a guard there waiting for me to go over the spikes, and he's killed her. Damn, curses blast. The girl's name is called Sodan, and if you pick the guy, the gameplay is exactly the same, I'm told. His name is Broden. If time permitting, we might have another go with Broden in the seat. See, is it different or is it the same? No one likes spikes up their bottom, and we've got to the end, across the bridge, past the guard, and off another stage. Don't know how many stages this game has got, but it looks like it'll keep you busy for a while. The game comes on 4 discs, I think. So I'll edit out any disc swapping so we haven't got to see that. The cleverness of editing. Quite often in these games there's a long loading time, but I'll edit that down as well. No one wants to see a black screen for 30 seconds, so we certainly won't be seeing that. Hurrah! Hurrah for editing! See, I like you. I'll try and save you the boring bits, if I can, but it's all debatable what the boring bits are, to be honest with you. Now we're in the streets. Of course, it's moving at a rate of knots, this. It's not the most interesting game in the world, is it? Right, we need to jump over barrels and hit this guy in very repetitive gameplay again. It's quite slow as well. It probably could have done a bit better if the sprites are half the size they are. We could have more on the screen, could have moved a bit quicker, but the scrolling's good. Notice that the foreground moves different to the background to give you a bit of sense of depth. I like the way Discovery Software have attempted that. Not bad for 1989. The game would look pretty special from the screenshots, but as I say, gameplay is very average. Take that, you. Right, now, that's a power up. I should be able to pick that up, should I? Boom! That's a power shield, right, okay. There's supposed to be some great end of level bosses on this game throughout. I might have to save my power energy thing, I don't know. How many lives I got? 3, does that say, or 0? Can't read, my eyes, I need glasses. Over the barrels, roll out the barrel, let's have a barrel of fun. Or something like that. I don't know if those barrels have got beer in it, maybe I should stop and drink them. This girl must be quite cold, going across the hinterland in just what looks like a bikini. That doesn't seem like a very good idea. But she's got some... Oh, end of level boss. Right, this big bloke. Right, okay, now. It looks like he's got an energy bar below him, which we're working our way through. Our energy's not looking great. Nice statue in the background. Watch his red energy battery bar below him. I've activated the shield. We should be good now. Don't let him back on the screen, and all should be good in whatever this place is. The Northern Kingdom. We want the Northern Kingdom back, and we want to rule. Damn. Have you ever fought an evil magician necromancer? If you have, let me know. How did that work out? But this end of level boss Centurion fellow has got a big club for clubbing people on the head with. I don't know why these barrels aren't affecting him, just me. That is very strange indeed. Right, he hasn't got too much energy left. Cut just a couple. Boom! Oh, come on, I thought he was dead then. Die, big giant. Oh, no. Is that it? No, 2 lives left. 1 life left. There is a bonus life available when you hit a certain amount of points, I believe. Oh, why don't this bloke just die? So you've got an option of a female player or a male player, as we noticed, but you can't do 2 players at the same time, unlike Golden Axe. Right, we've got to get a bit of our act together here. No power-ups. Come on, he's on the... That's it, and he's lost his head. He's dead. That's a bit gruesome. Right, that's the end of him. What now? We just have to walk off the screen, do we? Nice fence there. Might need a bit of creosoting in the winter. Nice statue as well. A lady firing a bow and arrow into the floor. Looks like she's about to fall over as well. The next statue along might be what happened to her, and she might be face first in the dirt. Right, so the arrow, we're in the woods, I think. Yes, in the heart of the forest. I don't know what the difference between a forest and a woods are. Maybe you can tell me. Is it the amount of trees? Is it the location? Is a forest bigger than a wood? Who knows? Tell me. Right, okay, so this is giving you more of the story. In Golden Axe it had a bit of a tune to it. It was a bit more stylish. This is a bit more, well, fonts printed over a background. Right, the forest. Oh, I like that wind effect. Can you hear that? Yeah, this is atmospheric. Can't fault the graphics on this. Amiga 1989. And look, the foreground, yeah, this is when you can really see it. The foreground's moving at a much different rate to the background, giving you that depth. Almost 3D. Right, I'll just hit these guys in the belly. It's all about timing, I think, here. Worst fight of all time. Just jump into my sword, folks. With your green combat trousers on. Right, that's them dead. Right, power up. Check out those trees. They are trees. Look at that. That's good. Love that. Haven't seen that in too many games. Can't think of any, to be honest. That's good. Right, I think because you can't see so little of the screen due to the huge sprites, I'm just going to move backward and forward and let it progress. Hopefully it entice some more of the enemy so they don't all come out at the same time and hit me. Right, are they going to come across now? You'd never do this in real life, would you? Walk a couple of steps and then wait for the scenery to catch up. Right, here we go. We've got 2, whatever they are, scorpion things. What are they? Scorpion lizard things of doom. Right, get the shield on. Take that. And it should be good night to them. Right, they're both turned into bones. What's this power up? Hit strength increased. Right, so every time I clobber someone with my sword, they take more power. Hurrah! What is your favourite... Now this is an odd question. What is your favourite medieval type hack and slash game on the Commodore Amiga or anywhere? On the top of my head I can only think of Golden Axe and Sword of Sodan, which we're playing now if you hadn't noticed. There's probably a few other ones I've done and I've just forgotten. But yes, maybe I can check them out if you let me know what they are. I don't tend to review AGA games because I never owned a computer with an AGA chipset. That's the Amiga 1200. I was an Amiga 500 man, and I upgraded the memory. I think I got up to 2 megabytes in the end, which is pretty good. Not sure how many games had 2 megabytes. So we're in, what's this? Oh my god, it's gone a bit Ghost and Goblins now. A bit spooky. We're in the graveyard. Oh, great effect. That was like Lotus 2 in the rain stage. Oh, and I'm dead again. Oh, was that it? I was quite liking that stage. I was quite liking that stage. Game over. Yeah, what we've been playing this, about 10 minutes? Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest game in the world, but it's okay, sound-wise. Playability is poor, let's face it. I think we might have another go. We'll maybe jump in using the male character to see if it is a bit different. Maybe do one stage or something. So we'll pick Broden. Hero or heroine, it will say in a minute. I think. No, we need to get off the wibbly-wobbly bit. That reminds me, there's Barbarian I still need to review, on the Spectrum at least. I think it's on the Commodore Amiga as well, Barbarian, is it not? Yeah, that's a hack and slash game. Come on, say it. Hero or heroine. Well, we're not into heroine this time. We're going for a hero. We need a hero. A hero something like that Bonnie Tyler song. Good, right. Now it's got that bit before. It's got old male bloke's hands holding the map. So I don't know where the woman had those hands from. Maybe she had special gloves. This bloke looks like a reject from Hot Shots or some weird 80s video. He walks just in the same awkward way as that lady. What was her name again? I've got it written down here. Her name was Sharon? No, Sodan, that was it. Right. Come on, lads. Look, you let that woman through. Let me through. Well, this ain't working. I think you need to get these guys at close quarters. Look at their energy bars going gradually down. Starts off quite tricky. The sound is a bit like Moonstone, a game I reviewed a while back. It felt like it was all done on Deluxe Paint 2, if you're familiar with that program. That was just like a medieval hack and slash, but in a different way. It had less fantasy. You was dressed up in armour. That was like a strategy game as well. Characters were a bit smaller than this one. I probably prefer Moonstone to this. Probably sold a lot more copies as well. We're reviewing this because of a recommendation. It got recommended by 3 people, I think, over the last 12 months. So eventually we got to it. If you recommended a game, I might not get to it immediately. I might not get to it ever, or I might get to it quite quickly. I can't guarantee it. It's just the way it goes. Magic Zapper. I normally decide the week before now what's going up. Try and get a bit of a mix. Some are popular, some are not popular, but it's all a question of seeing as much as we can in the time available. Right, we know where we're going now, so we'll skip through this or edit it. Right, back here. This is the bridge with the spikes on, with a guard on the other side. Let's see what I've learned. The string section are playing. It's not really Shadow of the Beast, is it? Shadow of the Beast 2. That had it over this. It's a shame, really. It's the frame rate is a little bit clunky. I want to enjoy it more than I want to enjoy it more than what I am doing. I sense it could have been brilliant. There's just something missing. Characters a bit too big. Frame rate's a bit too lacking. And yeah, could have been a good one. Could have been a good one. It's fouled just narrowly short, but it is good fun nonetheless for a few goes at least. As I say, I'm not sure how many levels this game has got to it, but it might have kept you occupied for a distance. But not a classic by any means. I think I'm running out of classics to review on the Commodore Amiga now. We've reviewed quite a few games. I might need to check, but this might be the 250th one we've reviewed. So that's quite a lot. That is quite a lot of games. And we seem to be coming up to a lot of mediocre ones now. And lots of downright terrible ones. This game isn't terrible. It's just, you know, it's just lacking in some areas. Come on, Hot Shots man, with your lovely headband on. Take this fella. 2 at the same time with axes. I don't need these barrels, to be fair. Boom, die. They've got an interesting helmet. What's there, like a dead pigeon on the top? I'm not doing as well, you might have noticed, I'm not doing as well as I did the first time round. Thank goodness there isn't 3 characters, I hear you say, because then we'd have to restart again with the 3rd character, but I probably wouldn't. I'm quite tempted. What's happened to him? Is he dead? He's dead, but he hasn't fallen over. That is a glitch. That's a glitch. He's just frozen in time, and now you can't hit him. It's almost as if he's not there. Game's gone wrong. Game has gone wrong. We'll leave him there, to stand there for all eternity. Not many other people in this village. In Golden Axe, some kids would run across every now and again screaming. And not happening here. We're in Ghost Town. I wonder if we have to fight any skeletons here. Oh, right, we know this fella, don't we? Right, what's our tactic this time? Get the shield on. Doesn't seem to be taking any pounding. He got low to the ground at one point. Maybe that's the tactics. That fence still hasn't been creosoted since the last epic battle. Maybe we shouldn't let him on the screen. I'm going to have to let him on the screen so I can see his energy bar. Oh, he ain't got too much left. Oh no, there we go. Die! Die, sir! Just do... Oh, I've died. I should have been more specific then. He's got a shield and a big club. I'm running out of energy here. We might not even get to the graveyard scene here. Hopefully that statue in the background can help us. Oh, there we go. He's lost his head again. Hurrah! Yeah, my physique is very similar to that fellow, apart from the muscles and the body weight. But apart from that, it's good. I haven't got a headband either, and my hair's a bit greyer and it's shorter. But apart from all of those things, I'm very similar to that guy. Apart from I haven't got a club or any armour. Right, back in the woods. Oh, forest, sorry. Not wood. Oh, God. People who are expert in woods and forests here must be getting angrier and angrier as I identify a forest as a wood. And, is it a jungle? No, what's a jungle? As a jungle is based on the temperature, isn't it? As we get these blokes in the belly. Jungle has to be over a certain temperature and has to have a certain number of snakes in. That's gone wrong again. Right. There seems to be a problem now. If you have 2 people, the second person dies standing up. This woods is absolutely super spooky. Dig that wind. What was that? Some sort of weird frog. Oh, here we go. It's these scorpion chaps again. Activate shield. Is there 2 of them or is there just 1? There's 2. I don't seem to be able to take them out this time though. What gives? Oh, there we go. This shield's only going to last a certain amount of time, so I can't muck about. That shield effect isn't great. It looks like he's been covered in a load of string. Silly string at Christmas. A nice blue shield would have been better. Oh God, now it's gone off. Would have liked to have collected lots of power-ups to F4. Oh man, this guy isn't as good as fighter as that woman. Although the instructions say it's identical. Again, he must be quite cold. He's just wearing boxer shorts. Maybe he was late in the morning. Just boxer shorts and some and Ugg boots. That's not the costume of a warrior. Ugg boots and boxer shorts and a headband. That looks very, very bad. Right, we're getting closer to the castle at Cragmore. Now the land of the dead. The land of the dead. Yep, here we go. Right, watch out for lightning and no rain. Can we get through here? Right. Ghosts and Goblins. Ghosts and Goblins was a great conversion on the Commodore Amiga. Check out my review of that. Not sure the quality of it because that was a long time ago I reviewed that one. Reviewed it on the Spectrum as well. And Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm not sure Ghouls and Ghosts come out on the Amiga. I can't remember. I might have reviewed it. Who knows? My memory's going, and I've been chopped dead again. Oh man, die zombs! At least I haven't got any axes. Who are all these zombie dudes? Right, extra life. Boom. That does us. Extra life, always good. There's wolves howling in the background. I think it's going to be the end of our extra life in a minute. Yep, he's dead. That's it, I think, isn't it? No, another life. Hang on a minute. Has that got a bit stuck? I thought that was it. It still says lives 1, is it? So something might have gone a bit wrong. Anyway, let's continue slashing these boys. I don't know how you kill the undead. If you kill the undead, are they technically dead or are they dead again? Yeah. What's the opposite of the undead? The undead are alive, aren't they? That's what it means. Undead means alive. Maybe they're unalive. Oh, I'm getting confused now. They're breathing weird stuff at me. I've got a duck to avoid that. Lives aren't going down at all. I think we've got stuck or discovered some cheat somehow. Yeah, so that could be a cheat then. Put boxer shorts on and a headband and Ugg boots. Get to a graveyard, kill a few zombies, and then you got infinite lives. That might not work in real life, disclaimer, so don't do that. Oh, energy's almost gone again. I'm starting to get bored of this game now. I don't think I can take too much longer. I'm dead again. He's dead again. Yeah. How many zombies can you kill? Is this level going to go on forever? Maybe we're stuck in an infinite loop. The land where it thunders but never rains. Thunder and lightning. The way it hits me, it's frightening. If you recognise any of these zombies, please comment on what their names are below. It's nice to know who you're killing when you're in some sort of mythical, medieval, barbarian sort of weird scenario. If you've ever been in a weird barbarian scenario just wearing your boxer shorts, put your story below. Let me know how it went. Because you never know, some coders might look at it and turn it into a computer game. Yeah, that's it now. I think we'll leave it there. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Sword of Sodan on the Commodore Amiga, published by Discovery Software in 1989 as a zombie strangles us to death. If you've got any comments about this game, any similar game, anything retro or anything at all, let's face it, this channel doesn't have too many rules. Until next time, take great care of yourself and have very fun. Goodbye.
Goodbye.